happening? Corey Wong here with the brand new Wong Notes podcast. We have a sick first season. We have current and future legends of the guitar. Some of my heroes. Smash that subscribe button. Hit it, baby. Peace.
Everyone, this is Chris Keys for Premier Guitar. I'm joined by fellow Nashvilleian Luke Schneider. Luke, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. A lot of stuff going on in the world right now.
Right.
But doing a lot of reflecting on all kinds of different things. But I'm happy to be here with you, and this is really a dream come true. This is something I've been wanting to do, and Premier Guitar is absolutely my favorite guitar publication. So I'm honored to be here.
Awesome. Well, thank you. We're honored as well to have you, because as much as we love guitar and all instruments with strings, we don't get too often of a chance to talk to anyone with pedal steel. I think we've done Daniel Lanois, Jimmy Barker from Tyler Childers' band. So other than that, we haven't really talked to too many pedal steel, so this will be fun.
Right on. Well, I hope that, maybe this will encourage some guitar players to take the dive into the world of steel guitar.
Well, you're number one here that's sitting right in front of you. What year is it? What make is it? And kind of walk us through what the setup is and the tuning.
Sure. This is a 1967 Emmons. It's a push-pull model, which most pedal steel guitarists know. The Emmons models from like 63 or 64 until about 82 are known as push-pull models. And that refers to how these guitars work mechanically under the guitar. The tuning is, I play it's an E9 neck up on top. I have a few little different things. This is it's an Emmons setup. I'm throwing a bunch of pedal steel terminology, but it's an Emmons setup in terms of how I've got the pedals arranged and what pedals do what. And the knee levers are kind of like a Franklin setup in that I have a double unison on my right knee to the left lever. Then the C6 neck is, I have tuned slightly differently. The ninth string I have set up to play a big power chord, and that's good for doing big ambient drones.
Gotcha.
And I have a little bar that I use for as a capo that I found like a perfect little diameter to use as a capo for this. And this is where I do a bunch of my low stuff. But I guess back to the guitar. 1967 Emmons push-pull, the model number, which is important to push-pull collectors and aficionados. It's model number 1185D. There are three different push-pull kind of designs in 1967. There was the cut tail, it was the wraparound, and I believe they were still making bolt-on models in 67. And these are just all like little tiny differences in the model. And this is a cut tail model. This is, and I'm just saying this just for the push-pull nerds out there.
This is a place where you can educate us, six stringers. Is what is the benefit of having the push-pull model, and then specifically with you and the Franklin setup with the levers, the knee levers? Like what does that mean, and what does it afford you as a musician?
Sure. Okay, so I guess the push-pull was a Buddy Emmons kind of his vision for how the guitar should work mechanically. The analogy that I like to use is, so like 90% of the vehicles on the road are gasoline engines. and then 10% of them are diesel engines. And I guess now we're starting to have electrics. But with pedal steel guitars, 90% of the pedal steel guitars are what we call all-pole design, and that refers to how they work mechanically underneath the guitar. 10% of them, roughly, are what we call push-pull design guitars. And the push-pull design was made by Buddy Emmons and his team and the Emmons Company, and they were made from, like I said, around 63, 64 up until the early 80s. The push-pull mechanical design, it's a lot more complicated than an all-pull design, but Buddy, the design was so that when you press on, and I'm kind of paraphrasing and simplifying this, but if you press on the pedals, that the guitar will open up rather than kind of seize up, which on all-pull guitars sometimes, you know, when you press on the pedals, the whole guitar wants to bind together, and you're putting, you know, whereas with a push-pull, everything kind of releases and sort of resonates when you press on the pedals or when you're, you know, kind of playing it. Some pedal steel guitarists out there who are watching this might disagree and have qualms, but to me, that's the beauty of the push-pull instrument.